You know, as you are saying, many experts believe the high temperatures that we are seeing are the result of climate change. You took some criticism earlier this month for pausing congestion prices in New York City, a program meant to reduce greenhouse emissions by discouraging car travel in high traffic areas and bolstering public transportation. And then on the other hand, I was in some of the discussions, people were concerned about those that could not afford certain things. What did you make? How did you make the decision, and what is the future of congestion pricing plan?
Well, since I've been governor, no one can question my commitment to doing whatever we can in our power to stop emissions, to reduce greenhouse emissions everywhere. I'm bringing clean hydroelectric power down from Canada. We're bringing wind and solar in from the Hudson Valley. We're bringing in offshore wind. So we are converting our whole grid to clean energy, which is so important. But also, it's what are we doing to our residents, our citizens? We're hearing their cries for relief, putting on an additional cost of $15 at this moment when people are going to the grocery stores and they're shocked at how much less they can buy with the same amount of money week after week. They just received word in New York City their water rates are going up. The Rent Stabilization Board just went up. So how much can we do in state government to relieve the burden and the pain that our citizens are feeling? We cannot be tone deaf to them at this time. But my commitment to public transportation is second to none. I orchestrated the bailout of the MTA last year. We will get these projects done, and there's other ways to mitigate congestion, but not right now on the backs of hardworking New Yorkers who are just taking it on the chin.
So we're saying there's not one or the other. Is how do we do it both and?
Of course we can. There's no lack of creativity. And for people to say that there's this effect on our climate tomorrow because we suspended this particular program, I can think of half a dozen ways we can dealing with congestion, why people are driving in. But the other issue is this. We are not fully recovered from the pandemic.
Right.
No place was harder hit than New York City. Now that we have remote work options, when someone says to their employer, I'd rather not spend the $3,800 a year to come in extra because of congestion price, they may opt to stay in their suburban homes. That is not healthy for our recovery. So let's focus on the big picture here. But also, I'm committed to our environment. I'm committed to the public transportation more than anyone, and we'll be able to fund these projects and take care of our environment at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive.
Let me raise another issue. You're working right now with New York City Mayor Eric Adams and other state lawmakers to explore a possible crackdown on masks, especially on public transit. You cited concerns about anti-Semitic attacks and crime that we've seen, that all of us have denounced. While critics have argued mask ban could be bad for public health and could infringe on religious expression and other civil liberties. Where does the mask ban idea stand at the moment?
This was as a result of just the horror that people experienced when they saw people with masks coming on a subway train, threatening and intimidating innocent passengers. But also, I immediately said, if there is to be consideration of a mask ban, we, of course, will make accommodations for health. If people want to wear surgical masks on the subway, go ahead and do it. Probably people will have less colds, less cases of COVID. That's fine. I also said religious exemptions are critical. People have that right to free expression, and I want to make sure no one feels that that is altered. Even free speech. We didn't say you can't do it at a protest. But the current law, the law that was suspended just a couple of years ago, said you couldn't wear a mask even while loitering. So I said, no, I want to stop crimes. I want to make sure that no one can mask their identity, because it is really hard, even with all the
and hate crimes.
And hate crimes and threats of people. People have a right to be safe on our public transportation, walking down the streets, in their places of worship. And no one should be able to hide under the cover of almost a full face mask to commit these atrocities against fellow New Yorkers. That's where we have to draw the line.